Hey everyone, Chef Tom here. Hope you're doing well. Guess what time it is? It's cookie time. I'm gonna make some thumbprint shortbread cookies filled with jam and chocolate. Let's get at it. Okay, let me show you the ingredients we're gonna be using for our shortbread cookies. We're gonna start off with 1¼ cup of all-purpose flour, a stick of butter or 113 grams of butter, 1/3 cup of powdered sugar. We have 1 egg yolk, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We have 1/8 of a teaspoon of almond extract. We have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I've got 1/3 cup of sugar here just to roll our cookies. We're going to be filling up our cookies with seedless raspberry jam. We're also going to fill half of them with some chocolate ganache, and we're going to make our chocolate ganache with 1 cup of chocolate chips, half a tablespoon of unsalted butter, 1/4 cup of 35% cream, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So let's get at it. Okay, so let's start with our ganache. So I'm going to add my cream into a saucepan. Then I'm going to add our chocolate chips, vanilla extract, and our butter right in there. And then I'm just going to give that a quick stir, and we're going to let that all come together, and it'll be ready in a couple of minutes. So our ganache is done. I poured it out of our pot right into another container. This is bittersweet chocolate, which is delicious, but if you want a little bit more sugar, you can add a tablespoon of sugar when you're making the ganache to bring out a little bit more sweetness. And there we have it. There's our ganache. Okay, so it's time to make our shortbread cookies. I've taken my butter and my sugar, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend this together. You don't really need a hand mixer or anything like that. Just incorporate all with your hand. So a nice room temperature butter, nice and smooth. Get that all in there. Perfect. Okay, so it's nice and blended. Now it's time to add in our almond extract, our vanilla extract, a little bit of salt. There we go. And then we can throw in our egg yolk. And then we're going to just blend that all together. You can use a hand mixer if you want, but I don't think it's worth all the cleanup. Spatula, you can get it all done just like this. Okay, so now we added our flour, and we're going to mix this all together, incorporate it. You don't have to be too delicate with this. You want to make sure it's incorporated. Give it a nice mix. Okay, so our cookie dough has come together, and we're ready to go. We're ready to put it on the tray. So I'm going to take a little espresso spoon, and I'm going to get some of my dough out, and I'm just going to roll it quickly. Then put it into some sugar just like this. Roll it out and put it right on my baking sheet with some parchment paper. Meanwhile, we have our oven preheating at 325 degrees. And there you go. Before we put our thumbprint in, we want to just give these a little press down, just like this. Just flatten them a bit. Get them all ready. Okay, now it's time to put our thumbprint down, just one side and then the other. Then put that again together. So, just like that, nice and gently. All right. Okay, now time to put in our jam. So we just want to put it in the center. I've done some already. And there you go, just right into that well. Okay, so the rest we'll fill with chocolate. Ganache. Okay, so now we're going to put them in our 325 degree oven for roughly about 15 minutes. I want to give this just a little smack down to get the jam in there, and in it goes for 15. Okay, so we took our cookies out. It's been about 15 minutes, and you can see they're nice and blonde. On the bottom, got a little bit of color. There we go. And what we want to do is we want to just keep them in the tray for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to put them on a rack and dust them with a little bit of icing sugar. Okay, so we let our shortbread cookies cool down for roughly about 10-12 minutes, And now I'm just going to add some icing sugar. Just get that all there. And what's going to happen is probably going to evaporate on the jam and the chocolate, just leaving us with a nice iced cookie. So there we go. And there you have it, thumbprint shortbread cookies with raspberry jam and chocolate ganache. So delicious, perfect for the holidays. Keep cooking and see you soon.